Hey guys, this is Maffer with another Minecraft video. In this video, you're going to see a walkthrough of an iron farm that I built on Emenbee Factions, and this iron farm is producing 1,440 iron ingots every hour. And in fact, you can see that we've got quite a few iron ingots already stored up here, and hoppers and hoppers full of them. Now, I'm having to use mine carts with hoppers here because of a little technicality with Emenbee Factions where hoppers themselves are disabled. They cannot be placed. So to get around that, essentially I'm using minecarts with hoppers to capture the iron as it falls from the iron golems. So I'm going to give you kind of a walkthrough here, and what I've got is kind of a creative solution for getting around the fact that we can't use hoppers, and instead these minecarts with hoppers are capturing poppies in one area over here, and then starting over here they're capturing iron, and you can see we've got lots and lots of iron. So all good stuff. Now you may be able to hear there's iron golems up there that are dying, and they drop down here, and the iron swims around in a spiral here that I've built on this on ice, I should say. And let's see if we can catch it happening right here. So I think let's see if we can find. Oh, there you just saw it went from 29 to 42 ingots. That's the iron that was dropped from a batch of iron golems that were spawned through the iron golem spawner that we have in the center of this iron farm. So for those of you who have been subscribed to my channel and have watched what's been going on, you may have recalled that I received an iron golem spawner at the Emenbee weekly factions drop party, and I did a video on it, and actually you can see the moment that it entered my inventory. And I used that iron golem spawner to create this this iron farm, and it works very, very well. You can see just in the time that we've been talking, we went from 29 ingots up to 58 ingots here, and on average, every 25 seconds, the iron golem spawner spawns 2.5 iron golems. And if you do the math, 4 ingots per iron golem on average, and 1 poppy per iron golem, it just fills up lots and lots of drops, and you can see those drops. I kind of like to watch them spin around here, and there's a little bit of glitchiness as they go, but you can see the poppies and the iron themselves go around here and follow the spiral pattern until they drop into the final minecart with hopper up to 63, 64. And I've set these minecarts with hoppers on detector rails and placed comparators in front of them. So as soon as there's an item in, at least one item in a minecart, then the comparator lights up. It's just a quick way to see where how much iron we have in our system here, and we can just go and empty those out based on whichever comparators are lit up. So again, the reason that I'm using ice here and these ice conveyors, you can see I've got a sign up here, and then water and flows around it till we have another sign, and water flows around it, is because of the lack of hoppers on the server. And this is also a pretty efficient way of transporting items. So there's a single block right here where the drops from the iron golems fall down, and then it forms this spiral that the drops follow. And I've placed minecarts with hoppers beneath the spiral various places in order to capture items as they are dropped. And the spiral currently ends here, but if we wanted to expand the storage, it'd be pretty easy. We could just use ice and stack ice and continue to go around in a spiral right here, and then place minecarts with hoppers underneath of it with comparators and detector rails and things like that if we want to have them light up and show when they're full. So this is the system as it stands right now. And what I'll do actually is I'll take you to the top side of this so you can actually look in the grinder itself and see it in action. And this will take just a moment. So here we are above the area that we were just at, and I've made this out of obsidian, entirely out of obsidian. You can see here that there's the iron golem spawner right there spinning around. There's a couple iron golems hanging out on top of the spawner, and because iron golems are so large, they can't really more than one or two can't really stay there. And you can see it just spawned one, and there it fell into the lava down there. And so let me just show you. I'm just going to hit these off, and you can see that how the system works. Now, in order to make this as secure as possible, I've used obsidian, which prevents, I'll go and pop down here, which prevents creeper eggs from being able to be used here. And hopefully I don't get knocked into the fire. I should probably have my fire resistance potion ready just in case. And then there's a drop here to lava. And what I've actually done is I've put string over the lava. And the reason that I've done that is so that if anyone breaks into our base and attempts to use an ender pearl to come into this area in order to destroy this spawner, which is very, very valuable. It's the only one on the server as far as I know. And that's actually according to Modmaster, the admin of the server. He said he thought it was the only one on the server. So if anyone uses an ender pearl and throws it up, from what I understand, it should be stopped by the string, which would cause them to appear within the lava itself and immediately start burning. And so it's just generally a way of making it more difficult for people to penetrate this grinder, at least from the bottom. And from the top, as you can see, it's all obsidian, and in fact, there are walls around that as well to further protect it. So let me just TP back up to where I was. And you can see the iron golems are dying down there, and they're going to have their drops. So here's where I was, and we'll go and put this cap back in place. And so looking around at further defenses, we have, these are actually some of my faction mates built these. So we have our own walls here, which are for the base itself, which in fact are regenerating walls. So if someone attempts to break into the base and cannons into it, the walls immediately regenerate. So this is a pretty tough place to get into just because of the regenerating walls. Beyond that, someone went ahead and built a sand wall, and on certain sides of it at least, and I'm not sure why this isn't on all sides, but on certain sides of it, used water to require a hybrid cannon to be able to damage that wall. And then there's further walls and so on and so forth. And we made a little area, a little meditation room here if people want to hang out here. This is close enough to the iron golem spawner such that the spawner activates and will generate iron golems and generate iron for us. So this is the area of above the grinder. Now, to give you a sense where this is from our F home, TP there right now. And this is where I start off most of my my videos, down on our F home, which is a bit chaotic at the moment. But if I just go up this ladder and shut these trapdoors behind me, trapdoors are the bane of my existence. But you can see it looks like Dark Mist is here, and she's using our grinder. And over here we're back to the iron farm itself. And let's see, I don't recall exactly. So you can see we've got another stack and a half or so of iron ingots just in the time that we've been talking. So in a moment we'll see more fall down here, start to die, and off they go. So this is pretty much it. It's very effective. According to my math, the iron itself, if it were to be sold at market, which is $10 per ingot, would generate $14,400 an hour. And if you extrapolate that over a 24-hour day, if someone were to be AFK, or if we were to be near this spawner and this iron farm, that would be about $345,600 every single day that would be generated from this iron farm. So there you have it. Now, by the time you see this, I should let you know, I'm actually going to have sold this iron golem spawner. And I know you're thinking, what? How, that's crazy. It's worth so much. And it is worth a lot. But because Afro Circus plays strictly by the rules, we don't use AFK pools or machines or anything like that. We're not getting as much value out of this as I think others on the server think they might be able to get. And so they've been willing to offer significant amount of money and payment for the spawner. And I think ultimately it's best for us to let it go. So we've been using it for a little while now, and as you can see, we've just got tons and tons and tons of iron from it, and that's all good stuff. I'm happy that we've used it, and it was fun building this. And so I'll probably turn this into I'll probably keep this in place and turn this into some other sort of grinder rather than just for iron ingots and poppies, which is what it is right now. There it goes, and boop, now it's gone into the minecart with Hopper. But yeah, so by the time you see this, we won't have the iron golem spawner anymore. It'll be in someone else's hands. And before you ask me, I'm not going to reveal that as part of the terms of the the sale. I was asked not to reveal who's purchasing it, so it could be anywhere on the server now. The only Iron Golem spawner out there, and if the purchaser reveals who it is, that's fine. That's their choice, but I'm not going to. Anyway, so this is my creative kind of attempt to get around the lack of hoppers on Emenbee Factions and to create an Iron Golem farm that could work even if you're not actively killing the Iron Golems, letting them die themselves, and the drops come down. And thanks so much for hanging out with me. This has been Mafro on Emenbee Factions. Bye.